Alright, on today, let's fix it. We're going to be working on a Samsung Tablet 4. Model number is going to be SM-T530, okay? Basically, a customer had came up to me and told me that the tablet is not charging. Or if it's charging, they have to wiggle the cord just to get it to have a charge in there. So they said they went out and they had bought a brand new power cord to put inside the charging port on the tablet, the Samsung tablet, and it still is not charging correctly. So today, we're going to troubleshoot it. We're going to take it apart, and we're going to put in a brand new part in it, put it back together, and make sure all the buttons and touchscreens and everything working correctly before we give it back to the customer. Most of the time when you buy a replacement part, they will give you the tools that you need, but you have to read descriptions when you buy these products and make sure it's the exact same, or at least there's the same variation of the part that you need. Okay, so make sure you please read the subscriptions when you buy these parts, because you don't want to have to send it back and then that's just going to prolong your efforts of fixing whatever you're trying to fix or repair. So let me set up the repair table and I will get back to you in a moment. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a quick way how to fix this Samsung tablet here. And this version is a Samsung. If you look on the back of here, it would tell you right here what it is. And you can always go online to pick it up if you need any parts, which is model SM-T530NU. Okay, this is the 16 gig model internal memory. Try to show you. There you go. And what's wrong with this tablet is that it's having some charging issues. One of my clients had told me. So what we're going to do is check the battery. We're going to try to power it on, see if it comes on. If it doesn't come on, we'll hook up a power cord. And then if the power doesn't send to it, then we know that it's either the power port, or it could be the power cord wire, or it could be the battery might not be charging. So give me a moment. I can grab the power cord. But so the first thing we're going to try to do is try to give it some power. If it turns on, that would be great. If not, then we know what the problem is. Then we'll go from there. Alright, so far it's powering on. So that lets me know that the motherboard is working. The battery is working. Alright, see if it's going to boot up for me. So apparently the client had told me that it's not charging. So we're going to see if the power port is bad. But let's see if this boots up and then we can go into the next phase. It's not taking a long time to boot up. The battery is critically low, that it says. Alright. Got the power plug in there. And okay. Seems like there's a battery problem. Charging at 1%. But it's not staying charged, so yeah. Okay. We're gonna troubleshoot this power port. Let's power this down. Power off. Okay. All right. Device will power off. Power off. All right. For this repair, these are tools that you're gonna need. You're gonna need one of these tweezers here. You definitely, let's get in the camera. You're gonna need one of these. These gonna help you take the back panel off here. One of these, it makes it a lot easier. And also, you're gonna need some tweezers and a couple of screwdrivers. These little screwdrivers here. And also, and that's it. Alright. Alright, so it's powered down. So now just take this back off. All you do is flip it over. These do not have any screws on it, but you can also open the panel by opening it on these sides here. The easiest way of opening on these sides here is find an area that can be pried open. Remember, do not use a knife or a butter knife. It's going to damage the plastic and it may damage the board. So, yeah, let's grab one of these here, and we're going to pry it open. And all you have to do is go around the sides, and you're going to hear it start snapping. Move that out the way. So I can give you some view here. Am I not recording? Oh, okay, I'm recording. Okay. I wasn't recording. There we go. So it's coming off. Alright. Okay. Alright. This is how it looks. Back panel is off. Alright, set this on the side here. Okay. Alright. Looking at this board here, this looks like this is the main strip here. Probably goes, not sure what it says main, so it goes to the main board. This here goes to your power port here and also to your buttons. And this right here, I believe this is your video card. I think. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. But I believe this is the video card. This is just the main board. But it might be vice versa. Okay. Alright. This up here is your camera. Sorry. This up here is your camera. I'll try to zoom in for you so you can see. That's your camera. Alright, this is your power supply to your battery to the board. And these two things here is your batteries. Alright. And what we're going to be taking off is down here. Oh, you can't see it. Right here. This is what we're going to be taking off. There's something wrong with the port, so therefore the battery's not getting charged and the system not charging. Alright, here we go. So first of all, I already looked at this tablet here. What it was that these two brackets was on top of here. And there was two screws that was also inside here. Let me bring this down and zoom in. So right down here, there was two screws that goes into these holes here. One here and one here. You unscrew it, and you're able to get to this power supply, the power supply port here. But you have to replace this whole strip here, okay? And this strip is T530 REV 0.3 LF-AGSY FL1437. Now the part that I got that I researching about is pretty much the same part, but it's a little different. The only difference is that you can also use it on the other Samsung tablets, versions of the Samsungs. And this here, the last 4 digits at the bottom, FL, as you can see, is FL1414. But it's pretty much the same strip, but it's just a different version. As you will see up here, right up there. Alright. So, we're going to repair it. And this is how you do it. Sorry guys, I don't film a lot, but okay. First off, remember that I told you that there are 2 screws, and these are the screws right here. These screws here, these are very, very small. Okay, I already took them out of these 2 holes here. Those 2 holes, I already took them out. Okay, just to let you know. Alright. Put these 2 screws inside here so I won't lose them. Alright, here we go. So this little panel thing comes off. Alright, so now all we have to do is lift up here. I'm gonna take this power button off. It comes off very easily. Then you just lift up. That's why you need these tweezers here. See these tweezers? And just gently bring it up. Be very easy. You have to rip it off. It's not anything you have to go fast on. There we go. Once you get it up, let me zoom out for you. There we go. Now we're going to slide this all the way up here, get the little sticker off, and then we're going to lift up this back panel. Let me zoom in for you. Alright. Zoom in a little bit more for you. There we go. Right here, there's a black little bar here. It's just the locking mechanism. Lift it up, and then you just pull it out. This you take out. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Now we're going to look back down here, because we're going to work on the port first, and then we'll work on putting this ribbon inside there. So again, We're going to put it back in place. Some extra light here. Bring it down some more. Zoom in. Alright. So we're going to push this down like this. Make sure it's inside there pretty well. I'm going to lock this in here. Oh. Remember, just be very easy and careful. There's no rush. Oh, well, maybe there's a sticker on the back of it. There's a sticker behind this one. Okay, there is some type of glue on the back of here. Maybe I could use some of that glue to put back on there. Let's see. Don't look like it. Okay. So let's get this port in place. And these are where the two screws is going to go in, right here and right here. Okay, everything fits well. Lock this in there. Alright, lay it down, like so. Okay, we're going to get this bracket here. Remember that these two here, ports here, going to be facing down. Oops. Going to be facing down, just like this. And got the flap thing that goes on top. It's going to go on one way. Okay. Get these ultra tiny screws. Screwdriver here. I forget which size this is, but most time when you buy them, they come with the screwdriver. So a lot of time you don't have to have that screwdriver because most time they come with it. But it's good to have them, especially the ones that has a magnet to it, because it'd be a lot easier to put the screw into the hole. If not, you're just gonna be fighting try to get in there. Right, make sure nice and tight, not over tight. All right. I've got that part in there. So now just move up to this area. We're gonna put the ribbon in there. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. All right. Sorry if my hand's in the way. So now you want to make sure it's nice and flat. Then you want to put this right inside this port here. You make sure it's slid in all the way. You're going to have some lines that's on the board here. Little white lines here is on each side. That's how you know it's in all the way. And also there's a line that's on the script. And once it's all the way in there, There. And then you're going to push this black flap down. It's very skinny to lock it in place. Just like that. Now before we actually put the back on, we want to make sure that this is working. So nothing else have not been tampered with. And it's in tight. Everything's good to go. So now we are going to flip it over and put the charging port in there to see if it works. Alright. Hopefully that was the problem. That was alright. And right now it's fully charging. As we see, the battery sign is at 1% with no problem. Wiggle the cord, it's good to go. So that's what's the problem with this script here. I'm guessing this port must have had went bad and not sending any power, or if it is very short power that's sent to it, because it would not keep a steady flow of charge. So most likely this probably got burnt out some way and somehow. But chips like these, they tend to give out anyway. That's why they make parts like these to be replaced. So this is a replaceable part. And the cost of this was only, I think I paid $8 for this. A pretty good price on Amazon. So I could find some tape to put on, maybe some electric tape, so it doesn't move. So we're going to flip this back over. We're going to take out the charge, so we don't want to shock ourselves. And we're going to put a black tape on here. Stand by, give me one moment. Alright, so the last part that we have to do is just put the back on it. We already taped it down and everything. Let's just put the back on it and it should snap all in places. Alright. Let's go around the sides here. I'll do the press, nothing too fancy, not too much pressure. You don't want to break the screen and you don't want to break the casing. There we go. Okay. Do a last check. Make sure everything, there we go. Snapped in there. Alright. Everything's good. So now the last part to do now is to turn it on. Make sure the buttons work. So we know that the power is working, the main board is working. Plug in the charging port. Bring this down a little bit. See the whole process. Might not need this light on. Turn that off. There we go. Should be better. Alright, while that's loading up, I'm going to put the rest of my tools up. I'm going to give this to the customer so they can see what has been placed, what has been changed. So a couple things we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for, make sure the buttons are working and the power plug is working. That's when it boots up. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now we know that it's powered on and everything, and we see the charging sign. Just I could zoom in for you so you can see. And you look at that. See the charging sign here. There you go. So it is charging at 1% right at this moment. So also what we're going to be looking for to make sure the buttons is working, so we have to check the whole strip. If that's the strip that we changed out. So we want to make sure these buttons are working. Okay. Alright. Is this button working? Let me change the screen. Maybe go back to home. Yes, it does. Try it again. Goes back to home. Let's try the back button. Not sure what this does. Oh, change that screen out. So we know all the buttons up here is working, which is good. That's pretty much it. Then on the last thing to do, check the camera, even though we didn't do nothing to the camera. But just go to check, make sure everything is functioning correctly. Yep, alright. So, how do you get to a camera right here? I know it's low battery. Alright, let's get to look at our YouTube video, make sure the sound is working. Oh, sorry. Okay, maybe they got some music or something on here. Let's see. I'll cut that out. Try to find something that has some type of music on here.